I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start knocking out a couple things that need to be addressed on my truck. So I got a Transcooler right here. So I'm gonna be installing this. Not sure if I'm gonna have time to do it today. I had to go run and get some line to use the line that comes with it. I've had plenty of fucking people that said that this line is trash. Got some transmission line, 8 feet of it from AutoZone, so that was only 20 bucks. Got that. I have some keys coming. Or they have already got delivered. I got keys, hubs, and inner and outer tie rods, because these are just, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I might have to replace the center link and the gearbox next at this point, because everything that I've replaced on the steering really ain't helping shit. So I may end up probably doing the gearbox and the steering link, the whole steering link, and then fucking around and probably just going ahead and get that Cognito support kit. Not too sure, but everything else driving fine. Transmission's been fine. Oil pressure kind of is dipping a little bit, but that oil's been in there for a little bit, but shouldn't be tripping out right now. But not too sure. I might run some fucking Rotella 1540 in it. I really just think the bearings in it are going bad, and they're just fucking tired. The motor's tired. It's at 3:15 on the clock, and yeah, I mean, it's been doing fine. It ain't been leaking oil, leaking nothing since I fixed the transmission bullshit, but we'll see. Still gotta do the headlights, because these are all cracked to shit and back from some way somehow. But yeah, we just knocking out little shit while I got time, because I got a lot of people inquiring about these cam kits now that I've knocked a couple out. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to this, get this knocked out as far as the brakes, and then we'll just keep the video going as I go throughout the week. All right, so it is the next day. I didn't get down to doing the Transcooler, and the rear brakes were already changed. I forgot I did those damn couple months ago. So got some rear brakes that are just gonna be sitting until I need them. So I got 2 fresh front hubs. I got inner and outer tie rods, and these are the keys I ended up going with. That'll be pretty much everything in the steering that is replaced, because I already did the intermediate shaft and all the other shit up there with the steering wheel. I've done idler arm, pitman arm, uppers, tie rods, yeah, every fucking thing, the bracket and everything. So yeah, this will be pretty much everything refreshed. I needed to do the hubs for a minute, so doing those will be pretty simple and easy. So I should have this all knocked out within an hour, and then be hitting the road to slide the blading as long as nothing else comes up. And yeah, we should be good. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so I went ahead and got the old keys out and just put the new ones in. So got the new red ones right here. They're a lot thicker as far as just space inside of here, and they are a lot tighter on the torsion bars compared to these. These were sliding all the way around them, and yeah, it wasn't really the best thing in the world, but yeah, she's looking good so far. These keys were very skinny, I ain't gonna lie to you. Compared to these, it's probably a good 1/4 of an inch thicker than the old ones. So we're gonna throw those motherfuckers out the way. Probably not ever gonna use those again. Now I'm about to go ahead and get the tie rods taken out, so that way I can go ahead and swap those. I'm gonna have to put the new ones together, so that way I can make sure that they're at the same length. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw the hubs on, throw the wheels back on, tighten up the keys, and then we should be good to take this damn thing to blading and get this alignment. But as far as the front end, you can see the outer tie rod is this fucking dry rod. Inside of this tie rod is blown too. So yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can see up under here that's giving me some issues. I mean, the uppers and everything are fine. No busted boots or nothing like that. I haven't really even maxed this shit out, so I don't expect it. So I guess let's go ahead and continue and see how we can get it. All right, busted my ass and just tried to get all this shit knocked out real fast, so that way I can go ahead and go. I got the new hubs put in, so you can see those in there. Got the inner and outer tie rods put in, and all I gotta do is turn the keys up to where I need them to be, and then I should be able to go ahead and hit the road and finish up. I got to get this side pretty much put back in alignment, so that way I can at least drive straight on the way there. It's hot as fuck out here today, so I'm trying to go ahead and knock all this shit out real quick, so that way I can get back and knock out this Transcooler, because that's the last thing that I have to do. I got 3 quarts of trans fluid just in case, and then I got the Transcooler itself, so I'm gonna have to take the grill and all that shit off for that. So I'm gonna have to get the alignment, come back, and then start on pulling the grill, so that way I can go ahead and get that transcooler put in, and then that'll be pretty much it as far as what I need to do suspension wise and front end wise. All right, so got it all finished up, and I'm about to go ahead and get the toe straight, so that way we can go ahead and roll out. I'm about to go ahead and just mess with the camber alignment a little bit and fuck with it, just so that way I don't tear these tires up. But I really just want to just get a toe and go, man. I'll fucking get the alignment fixed whenever I get it there. There's no real reason to damn waste time doing that shit. All right, so got it all finished up. Don't look too different. I put it kind of where it was before with the old keys. I don't have any scrubbing or nothing like that, so it's good to me. I ain't tripping about it. I ain't want it to be OD too tall, but she's good for now. So about to go ahead and take it down the road to blade, and I'm already late as hell, so I'm about to go ahead and run down here and get this alignment real quick. Hopefully they can get me right in, and then we should be good. All right, so back in here, just got the alignment at blading, so everything is good to go. Not too sure if it made a difference. I can't fucking tell really myself. Only thing I've scrubbed on since I've left is that little inner fender liner shit that's in there, but that's whenever I'm hitting a bump and turning at the same time. So I mean, it'll be all right for now at least. But for now, I'm about to go ahead and get down to doing the transmission cooler. So now I'm about to go ahead and take this top shroud off, take this grill off, and then yeah, we'll get up back behind here, take this auxiliary cooler off. All right, so got the grill off and the little shroud. So with the grill, it's just a bunch of these little twist tabs. It's like a Phillips head. You just turn it and get it to where it'll slide straight off, and then you'll take a 10mm off right here, and then whole grill will pop off. You got these little side clips that clip inside of here. Can't see it, but there's like a little hole right there. I'm about to go ahead and pop these little clips that hold this transmission line in. So I'm gonna just take these out, and then basically just take the whole bracket off, and then I'll kind of map out where I'm gonna put the new one at, and then I'll put the new brackets up. I've seen kind of a small configuration of how people were doing them, so I may reuse this bracket. But yeah, I'm just pop these loose, let them drain real quick, and then I'm gonna get up underneath after this. Once I kind of get it set where I need it, get up underneath and cut the lines. These lines drop up under here and go back, and I'll show y'all a little bit better look at that whenever I get down there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this knocked out, take this out, and start kind of figuring out where the hell I'm gonna put it. All right, so got the cooler somewhat mounted, so now I gotta kind of just level it out and just make sure that it's straight up and down for just my own liking. I just want it to be 100% centered. So it's kind of leaning just a little bit, but I can pull it up. I got everything pretty loosely mounted. I got these two mounts kind of slightly angled down like that, and I was able to kind of put them on the same setting and loosely put these bottom bolts in, so that way I can go ahead and get the 10 mils in, center it up. Got to be careful whenever you're doing this shit, because you got to make sure you don't go into the radiator with the drill bit. But you don't need a lot of pressure. All this shit's aluminum, so just let the damn drill do itself. Put some WD-40 on it. You'll feel it whenever it's starting to go through. So yeah, for my eyes so far, once I tighten everything up, it should be centered. There was a bolt that was back here, right there. That's why I'm gonna put a spacer in between here, in between this plate and the back of this bolt here, so that way it doesn't ride right here on that bolt. It's in between the core right here, but I don't want it to rub enough to where it's gonna blow through the core, and then I'll be fucking leaking trans fluid. So that's why I'm gonna put that spacer in there, just so that way it'll be pushed off a little bit like this, and then we should be solid with that. I mean, I can put a little bolt washer in that motherfucker really if I wanted to. I'm gonna cut 2 slits out of here, so that way I can run the line straight down. I'll probably take this one, cut it, run them both loop this way, and then go up underneath. And I might just cut the lines right here in this little area. So that's what I'm thinking so far. I got a little brake line cutter shit, whatever you want to call it. Got that. I'm gonna cut the lines, and then I'm gonna just double zip it. And if I have any problems, I'll get a flare tool, fucking put a fitting on there, so that way I can just run a fitting all the way back, and then just barb it off. If not, we don't have any leaks, then I'm gonna just keep it the way it is. I mean, I've seen a couple people run it that way. It's just a matter of using the right hose. This is just AutoZone Duralast hose. this is the shit that comes with it. It don't got too much of a catch to it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these slits, run this hose, kind of figure out where I'm gonna cut up under here, and then should be pretty much trying to finish up, hopefully. All right, so got the transmission cooler firmly mounted on here. I got just some little bolt spacers, and it's perfectly enough off that bolt to where it's not gonna rub over there on that side. So just a little bolt, a little I want to say like a 17 just bolt that came off of a random kit, and I just kind of spaced it out there. Got the lines ran to the bottom. This is the Duralast line like I was telling y'all about. Coming up underneath, you see this hose from here is running directly back to this line right here. So I got it double clamped. This line was leaking anyway, so I just went ahead and cut the hard line. If I need to down the road, I'll just go and order some braided lines, and it'll just a couple fittings and then just fit it into the transmission itself. But for right now, this will work, just double fittings. Got it on this side too, so didn't rub on anything. I'm gonna probably zip tie this one up just a slight bit just so it's not rubbing on the frame, but honestly don't see a big issue with that anyways. But yeah, it's looking good. Knocked both of those out, cut those off, got the auxiliary cooler off, so now everything is firmly and permanently mounted. Now I can pretty much throw everything back underneath, but I'm gonna wait until I put the transmission fluid in and let it run for a little bit. I'm gonna take it down the road and back just to make sure all the transmission fluid flows into the new cooler. Now that I got this all finished up, I'm gonna clean up, brake clean up in here, and just make sure there's no more clearance issues. But I don't see anything happening with this thing. It's not moving anywhere, and it shouldn't vibrate or anything like that, but we'll keep an eye on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw the grill back on, and then I'll leave this skid plate out until I am finished and make sure that there's no leaks, and then we should be done, man. All right, so I got the front end put back together, and you can see the cooler back there sitting pretty decently. So looks like the bottom row, at least just the final row that's on the bottom, isn't showing. Shouldn't have no problems about cooling. I mean, the last one was kind of that damn small, so it's be a lot better than damn the one that came off of it. So I'm about to go ahead and crank it up and just go take it down the road real fast, throw some transmission fluid in it just to make sure everything cycles through the cooler and everything properly, and just make sure I don't got no leaks, and then we should be good to be finished up. I didn't lose a lot of fluid, so hopefully I shouldn't need too much, but that is a bigger cooler than what came on it, so I might need probably a little bit of a quart, so we'll see. All right, so I just took it for a test drive. Everything is pretty much fine. I'm gonna check the fluids and everything and make sure that it ain't low, but I took it up to about 4,000 RPM, just kind of beating it down the back road just to make sure the lines don't pop off or anything like that. So doesn't look like there's any leaking so far. They're not high pressure lines or anything like that, but it's always a good thing to put double clamps on it just to be safe. But yeah, no leaks, looking good to go. So I'll just occasionally down check it, make sure that they ain't leaking or anything like that, and just keep up with the transmission fluid, make sure that the transmission fluid is steady, topped off. But yeah, should be good to go, man. Hopefully we'll see some improvements as far as just temperature. I don't have a temp gauge, but hopefully it'll help the damn trans out, seeing that my exhaust is right up underneath the damn trans oil pan. So yeah, it's looking good back there. All right, so we at my house, and I'm about to do a quick little install on the Chally. Got some Maxspeedingrods adjustable upper control arms. The ones that's on here now are pretty damn rusted and clapped out. You can't really see up there in there, but about to go ahead and get started on knocking this out, because as you see, I got a lot of camber up front with them coilovers that I installed. So I'm gonna try to pull that out. I'm gonna get some rear camber arms too to match, just so that way when I get the alignment, everything is perfect. But about to go ahead and jump into it, go ahead and get the car jacked up, get the wheel off, and then we'll go ahead and start. All right, so I got the passenger side one out. It took me an hour. That shit sucked, because the bolt on the innermost part is stuck behind all this shit behind the strut tower. So I had to take this connector loose, I had to take these grounds loose, and it's all the way back here, and that shit sucks to get to. The other side should be okay, but yeah, just comparing the control arms, these are damn clapped. It's about time for these to get going. The coilovers they sent over still doing pretty good. So yeah, everything is looking good up in here. So let's go ahead and put these control arms in and then finish everything up. got this one in, got it adjusted about halfway out. It was slid just about all the way back, so I had to go pretty much all the way forward. And it was a little bit of a bitch getting these bushings pushed in far enough for me to be able to get it fit inside the frame or the body of the car. But I just hit the bushings with a hammer on the inside just to push that bushing just a slight bit out, so that way I could fit it in there, because this is a unibody, this ain't like a truck, so you can't really bang too much on the frame because it'll kind of knock it out of whack. So yeah, got both bolts in here and they're ready to go. So I'm gonna wait until I put it on the ground to tighten up those bolts. I'll tighten this up, get the wheel on, show you kind of what it's sitting like now. It's damn near vertical, so that's kind of what I need. I'll adjust as I go because this car has already been aligned, but I just want to make sure that the camber is dialed in, so that way it takes away that little floating, swaying that comes with lowering these cars. But all right, so I got it on the ground and it's pulled out a whole lot more, so you can see that it's a little bit more vertical than it was. The tire pokes out a whole lot more now, and yeah, it's way better than before. You can see on the other side how much is sunk in and how much camber it has. And a lot of these cars have natural camber. Challenger, Charger, they're about the same. So getting this out is definitely a help for these Michelins that I got up front. Then I can save them for a minute. But yeah, it's looking good so far. All right, so I'm about to put the wheel on this side, and I got the control arm in. The camber is maxed all the way for how my setup is. So that's how I measured it on the other side. Once I had this one already out, I pretty much set the camber and it's maxed all the way out forward. So the ball joint is all the way to the front, if you can kind of see it. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna keep it. That's where the wheel kind of looks straighter. The front should be damn near perfect. I shouldn't have to get an alignment, but I'm gonna go get it checked just in case, just to kind of see where I need to go degree wise. Just get a paper and then kind of just measure it on my own, just because, like I said, at an alignment shop, they're not gonna be able to get up here and adjust those pins just because of how like little space you have in here. So the only way you could is if you had the adjustment that you could access through here, but you can't. So you got to pretty much set it and just hope that everything is where it needs to be. So like I said, I'll just get another alignment with the sheet because I need to also get some rear camber arms, so we'll knock those out and then we'll get a full alignment after that. But yeah, she's looking good so far, and I can definitely tell that these control arms are a whole lot more beefier than these pieces of shit. But yeah, these were rusting out, they were old, they've been on the car probably since it's been fucking on the road. So all right, as y'all see, the wheel is straight back up and down again. So that's pretty much it as far as the install goes. I can tell my toe is a little off. On this side is kind of poking out, and then on this side is poking out just a slight bit, but it ain't nothing crazy. Probably something that I can adjust while I'm out or at the shop. But yeah, they look a lot better. It's not sunk in as it was before. So yeah, it's looking a whole lot better. I can save these damn tires a lot more than I used to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So Maxspeedingrods, adjustable upper control arms. We'll follow up and everything once I start driving it around and get it situated and then get alignment and all that. But for now, she's good. So let's go ahead and fast forward. All right, so we're back in the shop, and I got my seat cushion right here, and I got the seat covers from Maxspeedingrods. So this is the top and the bottom for the seats. I have the gray interior, so that is what we're getting into today, and that'll be pretty much the final thing I do on the truck, at least for the week. You can see my seat is tore the fuck up, so I'm gonna have to end up getting one of these side little plastic pieces. But other than that, we should be good. I'll be glad to go ahead and get this torn up ass seat up out of here. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and pull this seat out, pull the connectors loose. I already got the bolts loosened up on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum in here because ain't no telling what the hell is up underneath these seats. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull this seat out. It's only 4 bolts, 2 in the back, 2 in the front, same style. They're kind of like these star kind of type of bolts. But other than that, man, we're gonna go ahead and get it off, get it up out of here, so that way we can go ahead and tear it apart. I'm gonna have to see how I get the top one off, because I'm not too sure with how this seat belt goes in here, so we might have to end up cutting it off, but not too sure. We'll see. All right, so I got the seat out, and I just got the seat bottom off. So just got to take off some connectors, some clips, and then everything will come off. I had to take out the main connector on the bottom. It does have an airbag harness on the seat itself, but I mean, once you disconnect the whole seat, really nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap this seat cushion over, and then I'm gonna go ahead and unpack these seat covers. I'm gonna go ahead and start by putting the new seat cover on the seat cushion. Then we'll take the seat cushion and put it on as soon as I get this top one off as well. I watched a couple videos just to kind of see how they took it off and all that shit. Should be pretty simple. All right, so I went ahead and got one of the bottoms on, and I'm gonna just kind of stretch it out as best I can whenever I get it in the truck. I've stretched it as much as I could to kind of sit perfect, and it's sitting kind of good where it's at. So I got the bottoms peeled over, but once I kind of get it in the truck, get it worn in, and kind of get it seated down, and it sits inside the heat for a little while, it'll get a lot of these wrinkles out, and should be at least be able to kind of pull this shit where it needs to go. But for now, I got this one on with the cushion, so we're gonna go ahead and get over to the seat top, and then once we're done with that, we should be able to throw the seat back in 100% complete and be good to go. So yeah, this shit here kicked my ass, but the old one definitely needed to be replaced. So glad we're going ahead and getting that out the way. All right, so ain't gonna lie, this one whooped my ass just because of all the little extra things that are on the side and all that. But as far as getting the top one off, I had to end up cutting it off all as one, just so that way I can go ahead and pop it off. There's two little clips that are up underneath the headrest. The two little clips underneath the headrest, you just got to pop those loose, and then the whole headrest will come out with the little buttons. The covers are just covering the buttons, and then the rest of it's pretty straightforward. I would just recommend, like I said, if you already got some bad seat covers, just go ahead and slice them off. Just try not to get the foam. The bottom one ain't that bad to take off. You just got to cut these little side holes in here, and of course this panel goes damn near all the way around, so I'm gonna have to get a new one of these so you can still see a little hole in there, but it ain't gonna bother me. It's better than having a hole right here and everywhere else up in here. As far as this armrest, I didn't attach that all the way just because it's pretty hard to get in there once you get it in, to put that clip in there. So I just got it loosely mounted. I don't use it any damn way, and it's dirty and pretty much destroyed. So whenever I replace this, I'll just do it all the right way as soon as I get that done. But yeah, she's looking good so far. Perfectly good seat. Just gotta wipe down the headrest and stuff and get them the same color. But yeah, man, she's solid. Shout out to Maxspeedingrods, man. These seat covers look good. But yeah, it's a little bit of work to get them in, but once you get it in, it ain't too bad at all. Shout out to Maxspeedingrods. They sent the control arms, they sent these seat covers, they got lift kits and stuff for these body styles now that they're coming out with. They got a whole lot of stuff. I used to buy a lot of Maxspeedingrods back when I was in my Honda days and lowered car days, buying coilovers and stuff like that. But now they're doing a whole lot more. So shout out to Maxspeedingrods. They've been a good little sponsor to the channel for a little minute. They sponsored the Challenger coilover. So if you need anything from them, they got an Amazon store, eBay store. They got the actual Maxspeedingrods store. So if you want anything from there, I'll have a discount code below, and you can get you, I think, 10% off of any item. And yeah, it'll definitely help. So hop back in here probably next week with some new stuff and get back to it. But I've been trying to keep these videos churned out and just keep them going, so that way y'all got something to watch. You know, a lot of the videos I'll drop, it'll be some stuff that a lot of people don't really want to watch, but I'm just trying to get some content out there with whatever I'm doing in the shop, so that way y'all got something to watch. And if y'all need anything, hit me up on Instagram, backyardbuilt.performance. Got TikTok and all that shit. Just check me out if you want to, and yeah, hit me up if you need anything.